I hear people say all the time that you need to build multiple streams of income, and technically I agree. But I think where a lot of teachers get in trouble is that they interpret that as building 5 businesses all at once. Uh, and if I were starting over today while teaching full time, I wouldn't do that. So let me tell you about what I suggest instead. So I'd actually pick 2 side hustles, not because 2 is a magic number, but because you want each one to have a different job. So one side hustle needs to help you make money sooner, and the other side hustle can help you build something in the future that's going to pay you, more far off. So that way you're not waiting 6 months to earn your first dollar, and you're also not trading your time forever. So here's an example. So let's say your 2 side hustles are tutoring and teachers pay teachers. So tutoring can bring in income pretty quickly if you find students, and as a teacher you might have some students already that you could possibly work with, or if not, access to other people in your building, for example, who might know people who are looking for tutors and that kind of thing. So but teachers pay teachers, while it does pay, it usually takes longer because you're building products and you're building an audience. So one helps to pay today's bills, and the other might grow into something even bigger over time, right? So another example would be, maybe you want to try being a virtual assistant, after work, while you're also building digital products. So being a VA would bring in your active income, where you're, trading your time for money. And your products slowly become something that you own. You can sell them on different platforms. You can have your own digital store, like we do with a white label of Go High Level called Kianis, which I can link to in the description below. And those 2 side hustles will complement each other really well. Another suggestion could be, you could combine another type of flexible weekend job with something like YouTube. So the weekend work could bring in more breathing room financially quicker. For example, if you wanted to learn how to buy something at a yard sale and then sell it on eBay, for example, that could turn over some cash faster. And then the YouTube channel, which can be lucrative, is just something that takes time. So you would want to be working on that a little bit at a time for a longer stretch. And that could open up more opportunities for you later and potentially be even more lucrative as your side hustle. What I wouldn't recommend doing is, getting really inspired by somebody you find online, and then all of a sudden you want to create your YouTube channel and your Etsy shop and a coaching business and a membership and a blog, like all at the same time, because that's basically creating at least 5 part-time jobs on top of your already full-time job of teaching, not to mention whatever else you might have going on at home with family members and pets and whatnot. So you want to be really picky and careful what you commit to and what you say yes to. So if you're already, exhausted from teaching, again, just be judicious about what you're signing up for. So my personal rule would be one side hustle for today's money, one side hustle for tomorrow's opportunities, and that's enough, because you don't want to burn yourself out on top of everything else you have going on. As much as you need the extra cash to pay bills, you still have to be realistic. So I think sometimes we put so much pressure on ourselves to build a perfect side business that we forget the goal. And really, for me, the goal is, you know, for you to be able to build just a little bit of financial breathing room, so that you feel like you have choices and you feel like you have a little bit less stress when it comes time to pay a bill. When you can pay bills without wondering where the money's going to come from and moving money around and all of that. So we're just trying to build up a little bit of extra wiggle room in our budgets, right? So if you're trying to figure out your side hustle that actually fits your life and your energy and your actual time, I put together a free guide that I'll be linking to below with 7 low energy side hustles for teachers. And I'd love to know, if you could only pick 2 side hustles to stack together, which ones would they be? Let me know in the comments. All right, see you in the next one. Bye.